Okay. All right.
Hey, friends.
Okay. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute. We've been busy.
Let me give some context. It's been weird. So the last time you were supposed to see us was the week of my birthday, but then I remembered, hey, it's my birthday.
We wanted to play games with friends and not talk to all of you. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
so sorry. Then the next week was Christmas, and the next week is New Year's, and here we are. Hey.
Here we are. Life happens. It's been busy. Happy New Year, friends. Happy 2026. It's been great. And more importantly, there's a lot of really cool game stuff happening in 2026. And Blake and I want to talk about it all.
We have, of course, the news to talk about, and we also have the. Well, we're both going to start talking about backlogs. It's not just me anymore. Like, we're.
One last year.
Wait, what?
Did I follow it? Was I loyal to it? When it came to books, absolutely. I finished all the books on my backlog. Let me brag about that for a second. There were over 50. Did not finish most of the games on my backlog.
Well, I will say I finished two games, and to round out 2025, I have two things that I finished in 2025, and then we'll jump into 2026. Hi G, hi G. But yeah,
Where
so
for
the
2025?
the last two games I finished in 2025, both of them Emily picks. I add.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I actually forgot about these games until this exact moment. Hi Casey, hi G. Thanks for
Hi
being here.
Casey.
Yes, Podstation in 2026. It's here. It's happening. We missed
Uh,
you guys.
the first game that I finished, and it was the longest, probably the longest game I played this year, was Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Yeah.
I can't believe that was the longest game you played this year.
No, I take it back. I put more hours in Andromeda, I think. Another Emily pick.
My gosh,
It was
your two longest games were my two picks. I feel
crazy.
so honored.
Yeah, I didn't play the other open world game I had on my list because of it, which was
And you
Cyberpunk.
know what?
I miss Cyberpunk.
Okay, wait. I don't feel bad that you skipped Cyberpunk. All right, we're not
Hey, it's
we're not
supposed to
here
be
for
good
Cyberpunk.
now. Why is this not
Good
working?
now. It's good now after 15 years in development and 5
Damn
years
it.
post development. How long has that game been out?
5 years, yeah. Well, it was good after two. Still not
It
great.
was
Still
good
bad,
after
but
two
still
years
still
of
not
being
great.
out.
It's still on my list. I will eventually get to it. Finished Assassin's Creed Odyssey. My only complaint, and I told Emily this, it was bloated. Um,
Yeah.
it was very bloated. And also my only other complaint was I wanted a more epic ending than I got, but I'm okay. Uh,
Um, So
yeah,
something I did want to talk about was because earlier this year, or I guess last year, you and I played and reviewed Assassin's Creed Shadows.
yes.
And something I brought up was I thought the game had made a great improvement on de-bloating the map. As somebody who has now played Odyssey, the like kind of the bigger open world games and then gone to Shadows, do you agree that that holds?
Absolutely. Now, that's the thing. My two like biggest like, hey, this was awesome for Shadows were my two negatives for Odyssey.
The epic
Which
ending and the de-bloat.
yes, because that come on, that Yasuke ending was like chef's
So good.
kiss. That all
So
being
good.
said, between the two games, I still liked Odyssey more. I enjoyed Odyssey
Um,
more than Shadows.
You're not wrong. I still think Odyssey is like my top tier Assassin's Creed game. Still love that game with everything in me. We should talk about Zelda. Oh my gosh, that's my sister. She's
Yeah, that's the one
here.
who followed. I told you.
You want to know? Actually, this is my fun childhood thing, and actually, I still name my characters in this. My Mass Effect character is currently named this. And Natalie came from when I was like really little and would play Zelda Ocarina of Time, and I had two friends, Madison and Natalie. We all wanted to name our Zelda character after ourselves, and so my sister came up with this combo of all three of our names, which is a Natalie. And I still name characters that to this day.
We will be talking about Zelda briefly. Emily will be talking about Zelda briefly when we get
I did
to
play
her
Zelda so far
background.
this year.
But before that, my other game that I finished in 2025, the other Emily pick, which did not take me 30 hours, it only took me about 20 hours. Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Uh,
I don't trust your playtimes anymore. Ever since you told me you spent 9 hours on Mass Effect 1 and that game took you
11.
24 hours,
11.
I
You keep
no
saying
longer
9.
trust your playtimes.
It was 11 hours in Mass Effect 1, and I told you I need to redo it. I need to redo 1.
24. I honestly felt the backstory. I started playing the Mass Effect series at the beginning of this year. Blake told me going into it, I spent 9 hours on Mass Effect 1. And I was
11.
Like, really cool.
She keeps saying
Well,
9.
you told me 9. You told me 9.
Anyway.
Anyway, I got like 15 hours in this game, and I was like maybe halfway through, and I was like, something's wrong. I'm doing something wrong. And then I made it to the end. It was like 25 to 30 hours I put into this game, and I was like, I don't understand what I did wrong or what Blake did really wrong.
I did it very wrong, and I will be fixing that. So yeah, I actually should have asked you to put together a backlog list so we could like show people.
I have a backlog list.
Oh, you want to send it to me so I can?
I have a backlog list of all of my games and all of my books for the year 2026.
Do you want to show me the game one?
I mean, they're all on the same file, buddy, but I can show it to you.
That's if you want to. You don't have to. I'm not forcing you to.
You'll see all my books too. I can do that. You want me to just share it to you via Discord?
That's fine. Unless it's a Google Sheet, then just send me the link.
Oh, it is a Google Sheet. But what if I don't want you to have access to my backlog for the rest of the year?
I mean, you can make it viewer not editable. You can make me a viewer not editor.
But let's finish what you got here. Your 2025 backlog goal. Looks like you did most of it.
I did most of it. I missed a handful. I just wasn't. I added. Here's my mistake. I added too many open world things. Andromeda was there. Technically, Mass Effect, kind of.
I wouldn't call Mass Effect open.
Yeah, not quite. It was more open area. Cyberpunk didn't get to it. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, The Witcher didn't get. No, kind of got to it, but then continue with it. Like I had too much open world, and
This is a lot of games. Like this whole backlog. And I know you're not a reader, so you weren't trying to balance both. But just this in general is a lot of video games.
Yeah, I finished 30 games total, and not all of them were on the backlog. So, this is the list of everything I've played / finished, if it could be finished. So,
if it could be next year. All right, so are you going to go back to The Witcher this year?
I'm actually not, because I'm going to play that with Allison. Like, I decided, I'm picking more of the things I got, because I got a lot of games last year. I'm picking more of the things I want to play next year, and then, because I'm still not like, oh my god, I have to play The Witcher. So something's like not gripping with it, but I'll figure it out.
I still want to play The Witcher 3 at least. Like, I still really want to play that.
Hold on, you email me your list, so I have to pull it up. You said
The Witcher. I'm assuming you and Jeff watched the show. My sister says she likes The Witcher. I'm assuming she and her husband watched the show.
I watched season 1, and then I never went back. Not because I disliked it.
Henry Cavill with Liam Hemsworth. What a swap.
Here we go.
It's color-coded.
There we go. So we're just going to zoom into the thing that matters.
Wow, the books matter, Blake. Some people read.
For this podcast, Emily, context.
People like books. So you guys can see here, this is my backlog for 2026, and I've already gotten a good start on it. Blake loaned me Link's Awakening, which started off, actually I started playing that last year at the very end of December, and finished it off this year at the very end, one of the two. But I finished it. It was a short, very cute game. There wasn't a lot to it story-wise. It was all a dream, obviously. It was cute. It was fun. I don't have much more to say on that. It was just nice. But it wasn't anything to write home about. I thought the combination of Mario and Zelda into a cute little game was interesting and unique.
It was my first ever Zelda game. Not the first one I ever beat, but it was the first Zelda game I ever played, and I played it as a child, and it is up there as one of my favorites because it was my first Zelda game, and so I have that nostalgia side to it.
Huh? Ocarina of Time still holds. I said that's the way I feel about Ocarina of Time.
Okay,
that's valid. Game, it has that nostalgia spot in me. But I will say that playing Link's Awakening did remind me how much I love temples in Zelda, and I want them back. Nintendo, if you're listening, please have temples in the next Zelda game. I get the shrines were cool. I don't want any more shrines. I want temples.
And if you make another game featuring Zelda, stop making Link the main fighting point. That is annoying. Nobody likes this. Girl power.
they made that one Zelda game, and I was talking to my friend that the other day. She's like, "Well, didn't you play the Zelda game?" And I was like, "Well, you could call it the Zelda game, but you still had to play as Link every time you went to a boss fight because Zelda couldn't handle that. She couldn't handle fighting bosses."
Oh man, I love how everything that was borrowed from me.
Yes. Well, so I am borrowing things from other people. I just don't currently have them in my possession because those people I'm borrowing them from live like 5 minutes away. You are like, we do big swaps all at once.
We say swaps. I don't think I have anything borrowed from you.
Well, that's every time I ask you to play a game, you just turn around and buy it. I never have the chance to choose it.
Oh shit! Why is that happening? You asked me to buy things that are at the time incredibly cheap. Just for context.
Because, according to a lot of people, I have terrible taste in video games. Mass Effect Andromeda and Assassin's Creed Syndicate are not selling for a ton of money.
Yeah, these are everything she has borrowed from me right now.
Yes, and I have those noted. Hogwarts Legacy and Metaphor are if I have time. So I also have started on my backlog this year the Mass Effect Legendary Edition, and I am absolutely in love with that series so far. I blew through 1 and 2. I shouldn't say blew through them because I put more than 11 hours in Mass Effect
Shut
1.
up. Hey, 2 I put like at least 50 hours into, so.
Okay, I didn't put 50 hours into 2, but I loved both of
2.
those games. I was obsessively playing them, and I'm now on the 3rd. And so I'm really excited to finish the series. I absolutely love it. Those of you who have been around a while know I don't shut up about Mass Effect Andromeda. So it was good to play the original series and also see that was also great, and I get what people have been talking about. I'm also using it as a great excuse to replay Mass Effect Andromeda at the end of it all, so I will be doing that. Otherwise, I have BioShock from Blake.
Yep. You're playing all 3?
And then a lot of things are released this year.
Are you playing all 3 BioShocks? Because you have the whole collection. Or are you just playing? Because they're all relatively short. They're not long.
First, and we're gonna see how the first goes. Because I don't really know much about BioShock to know if it's a game I'm really going to enjoy or a series I'm really going to enjoy. So I'm committing myself to at least playing the first, and then we'll go from there.
Objectively, the first game is the best. Subjectively, my favorite is Infinite, and most people don't like 2. I don't even think I liked 2 when I played it, but...
We'll see then. I still also have next month, I'm starting the Uncharted series that I'm playing with Thea and Karen, so that will be a big one as well.
That's not on my list this year, but it's going to go on my list. Yeah.
We got some big games coming out. Oh, I have Persona 3 Reload, which Blake gifted me, and Baldur's Gate 3, which I've owned, and Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut, which I've owned for multiple years now and have not played. And Assassin's Creed Shadows, the DLC Claws of Awaji, which I'm super excited to play because I lived next to Awaji, so that's fun for me. And that's about it. If something comes up, maybe I'll throw it that way. Obviously, there will be a lot of Dreamlight Valley included in this year. You all know me. I can't leave my origins. And next week, actually, the Animal Crossing update drops 5 years later. We're getting another update for Animal Crossing. So we'll be talking about that next week.
I'm just going to keep highlighting this until she says
Blake,
something.
Okay, so Blake for my birthday last year gave me Final Fantasy 16.
She was mad.
I will be playing it. It might not make it to this year because these were already games I had lined up for this year. I've had Baldur's Gate 3 for several years, like I said. I've had Persona 3 Reload you gave me multiple years ago at this point. So I do have some big 100+ hour games that need to be gone through this year. Which is why Final Fantasy 16 is listed, and I'm going to do my best to get to it, but I might not before the end of the year. We'll see how well. I'm doing pretty well so far.
Given that you got through Mass Effect 1 and 2 pretty quickly, I'll give you props. Like that was very good.
I started 1, and then once I was in it, I was so in it. And
that
then
was me.
I had to go right to 2 because I loved 1 so much. And then, of course, I finished 2, and I had to go straight to 3. I've slowed down a little now just because the holidays are over, so I'm back at work and life is busier, but I'm going to keep chugging on 3 and then go right to BioShock, and then Resident Evil Requiem comes out next month, everyone.
And guess what? We'll have a review next month.
I will, yes.
Well,
no,
she
not
will.
next month.
I won't. Oh, March.
It comes out February 27th, and the following day I will be flying out to DC for work, so it will actually probably be about like a week to 2 weeks after release date that we will be reviewing it, but I will be reviewing it, guys, I promise. Leon S. Kennedy is returning, unfortunately, as we all know, so you guys know I'm going to have a lot of anger, and hopefully G will be here to talk about how great Ada is, because I'm sure if Leon's in it, she's in it too, and We have to give G his moment to talk about how he can fix Ada.
He can fix her. Actually, that game comes out the day I get back from my 5-year anniversary cruise. So,
Are you so excited for that?
I'm so excited. I know you don't like boats, but I like boats.
No, I don't. My sister's going on a cruise next year, and she asked me if I want to go, and I was like, no, thank you. I will not be doing that.
Emily's sister, whichever of the two you are, because she never specified, help me get her on a boat. That's Allie?
No, she can't. Nobody has that power within them. Nobody has that ability.
Thank you. We'll figure it out. We're going. Listen, that's my backlog for this year and next year is getting Emily on a boat.
You failed. Okay, no, wait. I will be on a boat because I think we're doing Japan and Korea again, and I will be taking the ferry from Japan to Korea, which is about a 3-hour journey. So I will be on a boat. And I was on a boat in September when I was in Greece. I took a charter boat, and I took a ferry from one island to another, so I was on a boat.
I'm talking about ocean.
Don't do it. I will not do it. I will not.
Anywho,
I will not do it.
It's my turn again, real quick.
It's Blake.
Emily, you're gonna yell at me.
What have you done?
What was the one critique you had about this list a second ago?
It's too many games. Too many big games.
Oh, too many big games. Too many games
in general, but like a lot of big games. If you saw my list.
I fixed one of those issues.
They're shorter games, but
they are shorter games, but I may have gone the opposite direction on the other issue.
I don't know what to see. Oh, Blake, why?
Hold on, I'm sending you this link on Discord.
Looks like a lot of weeb crap.
Huh?
This looks like a lot of weeb crap.
About half. I would say half.
Yeah, I was like, how many anime games do you have on this thing? Tokyo
Mainly because I own them, and I need to.
Renaissance. Okay, wait. I want to see if I can guess which of these is the anime games. Eternal Sonata.
Yes, but that's a cult
Final
classic.
Fantasy.
Yes,
Renaissance
obviously.
of Fate. Time and Eternity.
Yep.
And Twilight Ghost Hunters.
Yep. I think all of these except for Dragon Age. Yeah, all of these except for the Dragon Age games for PS3.
I didn't guess Prototype. Prototype didn't sound anime.
And Prototype. Sorry, and Prototype. Prototype is also not anime. Good call.
100% accuracy on that. That feels great. Akiba's Trip, all of those are anime. As is the next series, Atelier.
Yeah.
Atelier. Obviously not Loop 8 or Dragon Age. Crystar isn't. I give like 50-50, but I'm gonna say no. Crystar, actually, that does sound a little anime because it's a star and they're crying. Which is it? What's the answer?
So, Crystar is. Loop 8 also is. Wait, actually, I don't. Hold on. I don't. I think
so close.
I think it is. Hold on. No, it is. Listen.
I can always tell by the cover.
You say what you say about that. The amount of weeb anime games I played last year were very low, and I'm like, I need to get through these because I have them.
The thing I can trust most in this world is that you will never, of your own free will, sit down at a television and watch an anime. But like 50% of the games that you pick out and play will be animes.
It's true. Hey, listen, we all have our thing, and that's just my way to be a weeb.
I really enjoy the Dragon Age series being on here because I do love.
The whole
I guess
thing
I should
too.
say I love Dragon Age. I've only played. I played part of Origins, and I've beaten Inquisition in Veilguard. I almost said Valhalla. And Star Wars Outlaws being on here. Love that for me because I love that game.
I have. I'm only playing the Atelier series. They're cozy JRPGs from what I understand. And they're like incredibly popular, and they're finally getting like people are like actually recommending them. I'm like, fine, I'll do it. You pulled my arm. It's a Huh?
As if you need an excuse to play a weeb game.
True, it's not hard. Now, granted, I'm very critical of them, and there's I guarantee you more than half of these are gonna suck. But I own them, and I got them cheap.
What was the one you put Lost Soul Aside?
Oh my god, so bad.
That we showed on podcast. So terrible.
The Lost Soul Aside, that wasn't even an anime game. That was just a game made in China that just looked and sounded like shit. It was so bad.
It was pretty terrible.
A lot of the games I played in 2025 were just
Wild that the only game on your 2026 release list is Pragmata.
I have a couple that I'm getting. That's the only one I'm playing when it comes out. That right now.
We're different people.
There's nothing. Okay, let's look at the quick release list because I need.
What about Yoshi? What about the Yoshi game coming out? You're not going to get that?
What Yoshi game? What Yoshi game?
The Mysterious Book that they announced at
see, and here's the thing. That's my fault because I don't remember going through everything. Like I didn't remember it. It just did not click.
It was not on our... Did I not put Yoshi on our... The Yoshi and the Mysterious Book is on our podcast.
It also does not have a release date.
No, but it's coming out this year. So I'm excited. I mean, like, I'm borrowing my friend's Switch 2 to play that game. Because obviously it's Yoshi. And Tomodachi Life, and there's a Fire Emblem. Danganronpa 2x2.
I'm not buying Danganronpa 2 again just to do like 5 hours of extra content. Come on.
Come on. What about the Black Flag remake?
I don't, unless it has a definitive release date, I'm not putting it on there. You know what sucks actually seeing this? I finished this game, Tales of Berseria, last year, which is another anime weeb game, I know. The day after... This is the one I played with Allison that we went all the way through. The day after I finished it is when they announced that the remaster was coming out in February. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
That's really sick. So should we hop back, take a journey back to 2025 for a minute and talk about what our personal games of the year were?
Yeah.
Because obviously we watched the Game Awards and we talked about the Game Awards, and anybody who has a breathing pulse who has been aware of video games knows that Expedition 33 took it. It took everything.
I have 2 bits of news that we have to talk about first.
Oh, great. Go ahead.
Important bits of news. The first one does involve E33. And context, because the internet is now running away with it, like, and taking it too far. So Expedition 33 was kicked out of the Indie Game Awards due to, in 2022, when AI was still like a relatively new tool, they tried it as a like placeholder tool for once and hated it. And just, they're like, we already have the placeholder, we'll keep it. They accidentally left it there. And then they patched it out like on day 1. And they, when they were going through the Indie Game Awards stuff, they like, yes, we did use it this like one time. Through Unreal Engine, blah, blah, blah. And so they got disqualified. Which it does violate the rules, which, okay, so I can understand that. But now everybody is saying that the whole game is AI slop, and what the game would look like if they didn't use AI and it just looks like Raid Shadow Legends or something. And, like, people actually think the whole game was made with AI.
Anybody who thinks that the entirety of Expedition 33 was made with AI has either A, not played Expedition 33, or B, never seen anything that's been made with AI, because anything made with AI, you can tell it's been made with AI, because it looks crazy and weird and half the time makes no sense. Expedition 33 was way too well written for it to have been AI. Also, it does suck that they were disqualified, but I will say I'm glad in a sense that they were, because even though it was something so small, I am glad that we are cracking down on people using AI and not allowing that. I would rather that than the alternative of like we continue letting AI content be awarded, be nominated.
The best part of it is, like, the best part of it was, like, hey, we tried this when this was new and we didn't know the impact. We immediately hated it. We're never going to do it again. They didn't try to hide that from us. They didn't, like, lie about it. They just said, yeah, we tried it. We hated it. We'll never do it again. And, like, that's a no harm, no foul situation. Like, because once again, 2022 was a different time for AI. Nobody knew it would become the monster it is now. So, like, people on the internet, overall, I will say, the Expedition 33 hate is so much more forced than it needs to be. But I can't say that.
People were looking for an excuse to hate it, right? People hated turn-based games to start off with, and then they hated how popular it was. They also hated how many awards it took. Some people hate it because it's French, and we know some people really hate the French.
Okay, but that's the only valid argument to hate it.
Looking for a valid reason to hate the game. They had a whole load of non-valid reasons to hate it, and then they were finally handed something that had some validity to it. AI, and it's very easy to hate on AI because AI objectively sucks.
Yes.
And so now they're dumping on that because it's the one valid reason that they have. It's the one legitimate complaint against the game and the developers.
And even then, like the whole like argument is mute because the AI portion is gone. It was a placeholder asset for like a wall, and it's not even there anymore. It's like, once again, it's so forced. The other bit of news, and this still pertains to AI, and I talked about it briefly on the last podcast when I with Cass, but it's kind of like evolved out of things. So those who are in, this does relate to gaming. Those who are in the gaming PC space know for the past 2.5 months, RAM prices have gone like out of control. That used to be like the cheapest thing you could buy for your PC. You can get like 16 gigs for $30. Now 16 gigs costs $250 or more. And it's going to keep going up because they're sucking them up all for AI data centers, blah, blah, blah. That's not new news. The
data
GPU,
centers are the garbage holes of the world. Sorry.
they're making things worse. GPU prices are also about to double. Or more than double. I think a 5090 starts at $3,000 if you get the high end, obviously. But now they're about to go up to $5,000. I'm sorry, $2,000 to $5,000. Like, that's a problem. But NVIDIA, I think it's NVIDIA. I don't remember if they're the exact company, but NVIDIA, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's NVIDIA. It's like, hey, we're not doing this for AI. No, it wasn't NVIDIA. Whoever the company is, some company came out and said, hey, I know there's only 3 RAM chip manufacturers. We're going to go ahead and make RAM chips that for consumers that we will not sell to AI data centers. And they're going to be for people who are building PCs and blah, blah, blah. That hopefully, because we have another name in the game, should settle RAM prices down, like calm them down. Fingers crossed. I don't know if the GPU market's going to get better, but this is the same rigmarole we went through, I think, with the cryptocurrency bubble. So it's a matter of time. Things are only going to get worse before they get better. So just get comfortable.
AI is ruining everything.
Yeah, get comfortable with the PC you're using now because you're not going to be able to afford to buy one or build one for a long while. Okay, that's it. That's my rant.
Did you see? Sorry, I actually saw a piece of news that PlayStation. I actually maybe shouldn't say this because haven't researched much into it. That PlayStation is developing AI that can take over playing your game for you if you get stuck.
I saw rumors of it. I never saw any confirmation for it because
I don't know how confirmed it is. I just saw it the other day. I was scrolling and I was like, "That's crazy!" If you get stuck in a game, that it will like take over and help you progress.
Lord knows I ain't letting no machine play my games for me. I play on easy mode for a reason.
Yeah. I've been playing Mass Effect on easy mode, and sometimes I'm doing really well, and I'm just like sniping everyone. I'm like, guys, who knew I was such a good sniper? And then I'm like, oh wait, I'm playing in freaking narrative mode or whatever.
Oh my god. Anywho.
So back to our top games of 2025. Obviously, for most of the world, Expedition 33 took the cake. And Blake and I both played Expedition 33, so we'll see if that's on our list. But we're just going to kind of cover what our personal games of the year were, and then we're going to jump into what we're excited about for 2026.
Yeah, there's... Oh, no, I was saying you go first. You take the first swing.
Oh. First? If we're going to talk about which games I spent the most amount of time in...
Why did you do the hello princess voice there? If we're going to talk about the games I spent the most time in... I did not
do that voice.
You did?
Princess voice. I used my words. It was a different voice. It was
hello, princess. The video games that I played the most.
That is not what I said at all. I said if we're gonna talk about the games I spent the most time in like a alluding voice.
Okay.
Those are not the same. Not even a little bit. Nobody else needs to be here to tell Blake he's wrong. Oh, wow.
Yell at me.
There's lightning at my home and thunder.
Welcome rain.
It's January. There's snow on the ground. This is not like a... Wow. Okay, sorry. That was a distraction. Obviously, Dreamlight Valley took the cake for me in terms of hours spent in a game, but I'm not going to include it in my like top games of the year because it wasn't a new game. I'll just start top 5. Ghost of Yotei. Obviously, Blake and I did a review on Ghost of Yotei earlier this year, and we had some legitimate complaints with the game, but we also both really enjoyed the gameplay and the world and the exploration. And it was so nice to be back in the Ghost of Tsushima realm with another Sucker Punch game. They are phenomenal at designing their worlds, and it was such a beautiful landscape. I loved playing that game, even if I still have some complaints about it. I'm also going to throw on, which goes very well with Ghost of Yotei, Assassin's Creed Shadows, because no matter how much people hate Ubisoft and hate Assassin's Creed, I will love that series till the day I die, and I really did love Shadows. I loved the story for Shadows. I loved the gameplay. I thought the stealth was phenomenally done. And I put over 100 hours into that game without blinking an eye. I eat and slept and thought about that game every minute that I was playing. So it had to be on the
Those are your honorable mentions, or those are your, like, on your list?
list, for sure.
Oh, we go back and forth. You just did 2 right off the rip.
I didn't know we were going back and forth.
We do this every year.
I didn't know we were going back and forth.
Well, yeah,
go for it, Blake.
I'm going to go 2, but first I'm going to mention my honorable mentions, because I do have 3 honorable mentions that didn't quite make the list, but they could have, had other things not come out, or I had not played other older things instead. The first honorable mention is Lego Party. It's a charming Mario Party clone that I had so much fun with, and somehow is funnier than Mario Party. It's chaotic. You can tell it's like, it's not as well polished as Mario Party, but somehow that's more charming than Mario Party. Like,
yeah.
When Emily comes to visit me in a few months, we will be playing a lot of Lego Party, and we are going to have a blast. It's just a good time. Another game on this list, and no, before Emily asks, no, it's not an anime weeb game. This is a little indie game called Haven, and it's a romance. Yeah, it's a little romance story. It's a very short little romance story of you trying to, explore this world that you've crash landed on, escaping your home and trying to avoid being detected. It's very cute. It's very short. I really, really enjoyed it. Obviously, it's got its own quirks, but I think it's worth a play, especially if you can get it for a good price. It's just a good little cute game. And also, queer representation. You could be a gay couple, a lesbian couple, or a straight couple. You have all options. And my third honorable mention was Ghost of Yotei. Did not quite make the cut.
Ooh.
That story really... Huh?
You played more games than I did this year, so it makes sense it didn't make your cut.
It did not make the cut. Ghost of Yotei, Emily's already said everything. It's just the story that really kind of jerked it down. It was the only problem.
It did.
Gameplay-wise, it's phenomenal. Story-wise, drug it down. So I'll do my number 5 and my number 4 before we go to Emily's number 3. My number 5 was Dredge. It's a little indie game I played with Juice at the beginning of the year where you're on a boat catching eldritch fish and trying to solve the mysteries of the world. It's really weird. It's funky. It's just somehow so enjoyable. It's not a cozy game by any means, but it felt relaxed a lot of the times, and then also stressed.
I feel like indie games with that kind of art style do feel cozy, even when they aren't.
Yeah, I think you and Tia should eventually play it as well. I
think Tia played it.
Yeah, it's very creepy. It's very weird. It's a good time. It's a fun time, and it's a puzzle solver. So that was my number 5. My number 4 was Final Fantasy 16.
Wow.
I know.
It made it on your top 5?
It did, because it was the first Final Fantasy I've enjoyed since Final Fantasy X. It is the first Final, other than 7 Remake. Huh?
Oh, yeah, okay. I was going to say, I swear you've been playing Final Fantasy since then, but it was the Final Fantasy 7 remakes.
Yeah, they've been the remakes. Final Fantasy X is my favorite Final Fantasy, hands down. 16 was the first time I sat down and played a Final Fantasy. I'm like, I'm enjoying this. This is good. This story is grabbing me. I've also learned this year I like really depressing things. It's got a really dark story. It's a lot darker, but it's very enjoyable. It's why I'm trying to push Emily to play. Like, if there's any Final Fantasy that Emily likes, this is the one. This will be the one that she gets to.
I played a good chunk of Final Fantasy X, and I was very mixed on that. So we'll see.
Yeah, 16 is very, very good. Plus, Clive is voiced by Ben Starr, the voice of a god.
I do love Ben Starr. Okay, listen, I'm here. I support Ben Starr and everything that he does.
So
we'll see.
Ah, it's such a good. Well, I mean, there is no we'll see. You will eventually play it. I mean, I gifted it to you. You own it.
I will. I will play it.
Okay. Emily's now number 3.
Mine, I'm going to say this, quite frankly, mine haven't really been in any specific order.
Oh.
I just kind of had a list of 5 or 6 that I was like, these were my top games of the year. I do know my number 1, so we'll get there. Another one I just wanted to mention that I really enjoyed was Split Fiction. Blake and I co-opted that game earlier this year, and we had a lot of fun with it. The story wasn't anything to write home about, but we had a really great time playing it, and it's a fantastic co-op game if you want to play with a friend. And you don't both need to own it, which I think is a great thing in this day and age. And I'm really happy that they did that. And so, yeah.
That was your, well, not your technical number 3 because no particular order, but, you know. Yeah. Crazy enough, that's also mine. That was my actual number 3. It's just one of those, it's one of those studios that I don't think they can make a bad game. They don't necessarily, this one blew me out of the water, I think, more than It Takes Two. But, you know, they're not like big blow me out of the water games, so I don't think they'll ever be number 1 in my heart, but they're just so fun, and they're fun to be able to play with your friends and yell at each other or like have heartfelt moments with your friends.
Very cheesy and wholesome. The level where we played as hot dogs, incredible.
Like, they're very creative.
Absolutely incredible.
They're incredibly creative games, and I greatly appreciated it. I think it was just one of those games that I had a lot of fun with. So yeah, that was my number 3.
My next one is going to be Expedition 33. It did not make it wasn't my GOTY. It wasn't my game of the year.
That's
fine. But
fine.
It was pretty high up there. Obviously, I'm not going to talk too much about Expedition 33 because, well, everyone in the world and every Game Awards has talked about Expedition 33 for the last year. It's fantastic. The music is great. The story is great. The gameplay is fun. Obviously, it deserves to be up there. So I enjoyed it. I did get turned off to it a bit at the end of Act 1. I'm going to spoil. So I had a few gripes. I do have a few gripes. But overall, still fantastic game.
Great first game from Sandfall.
Yes.
My number 2. And this would have been my personal game of the year last year, had I played it last year, and this year if my number 1 didn't happen this year. My number 2 was Balatro. What a surprise. I need to first gloat. I put 339 hours into this game. And those are rookie numbers compared to Emily's Dreamlight Valley numbers. I still know that. But over a year and like 3 days exactly, I put 339 hours into this to get the Platinum Trophy in this game. This is officially my rarest Platinum, which is 0.01% rarer than my Fall Guys PS4 Platinum that you can no longer get because they updated.
Fall Guys because of the win 5 in a row that we definitely cheated.
It's not even that. That's not even the reason that one's rare. It's because it's that old PS4 version. Because there were 2 PS4 versions when they updated. So the old PS4 version that they defunct, that where we initially got it, you can't get that one anymore. So I have that one. Yeah, but Balatro, I don't love roguelike games generally, but there was something about this that itched my brain in such a way where I could just sit there and all my problems would go away because I'm focusing on just making a big number bigger. And if I lost, okay, I try again. And it's like a puzzle that changes every time, but you always have the same pieces. And it's just, I don't know.
Describe it.
Huh?
It's a good way to describe it.
Yeah, there's just something about it that really itches my brain. So much so, one, Allison bought me this shirt because she thought Balatro. I mean, it's just it's a 4 of a kind aces. And Chase bought me a board game, which is a poker collaborative game where you have to try to rank who you think has the best hand without telling them what your hand is. And well, I'm like all in on this. I'm not even a poker guy, but now I'm like the whole random chances numbers. I put so much time into Balatro. I have to take a break from it now since I got the Platinum, but I will be going back. It's just going to be that game like, oh, I had a bad day. I want to play Balatro. I want to sit here.
Blake's about to start going to casinos, make himself feel better.
Oh, no. There's no gambling in Balatro. So don't worry. Jesus
Mark's
Christ.
safe from gambling.
Plus, that soundtrack for Balatro is 3 songs long, and somehow it never gets old. It's a good time. Okay.
Why don't you just go to your number one because we all know what it is.
Oh yeah, my number one was Emily's number two, the best game ever made, Expedition 33. Like, Emily even told me when I told her, I called Emily and I said, I think this is my favorite game of all time now. And she's like, recency bias, sit on it. This was like in like June. I told you this, I think.
It still feels like recency bias. It just won Game of the Year. Everybody's talking about it. Like,
It
I still
hasn't
feel like we go back
cleared.
to, I think give it 5 years and you'll be like, Kingdom Hearts 1 is
No,
still slightly better.
I don't think so because I'm already itching to replay it. I didn't play Kingdom Hearts 1 once this year. I did not touch it once this year.
I gotta go take away your Kingdom Hearts awards.
Oh, how dare you back away? Those are mine.
Man.
Uh,
I've been having an itch to play Kingdom Hearts 3, but I have that itch quite frequently.
you have that itch frequently, and then you start it, and then you're like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, it's really good to get into, and then they make me do Olympus, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to be here. More specifically, I wanted to be in the Toy Store world. I didn't want to be here.
But yeah, Expedition 33, man, I don't know what to say. It is not only the game like capture me. It's when I really sat there and realized I like really dark, depressing, and existential shit. Like, and hey, it's not Weeby. I noticed that none of my top 5 games except for Final Fantasy 16 were Weeby, and Final Fantasy 16
It's not a
is
JRPG, it's a JRPG.
it's a JRPG. A JRPG. And Final Fantasy 16 doesn't even have that weeb art style. It's just a game made in Japan. But besides the point.
It's still a weeb game.
Expedition 33 mixed a lot of my favorite types of like it mixed my Final Fantasy and my Paper Mario in there. And I'm not a Dark Souls fan, but you know there was the elements of Dark Souls that were hiding in there, and just so many elements of different things. And they even they got weird with it for things that didn't matter. Like you had these little side areas with were gestural mini games. There's an Only Up minigame. Only Up came out last year, which is that tower climbing indie game that people love to play. They are like, that's interesting enough. Throw it in the game. Throw a level like that in the game so you can get a costume. It doesn't matter. And it's like, I don't know. Like, they just took cool ideas and like, let's make it our own. And it just kind of stuck with me. I think it truly will be a game of a generation. I think it will be a game of the 2020s for sure. And it's my personal favorite game of all time now. So, until Emily's gonna yell at me in 5 years and say recency bias when I still say it just came out 5 years ago.
Recency bias then. It's the fact that it's like it's still very hyped right now. It's obviously it just won Game of the Year. It's winning all these awards. I still think it's very hyped.
I love
at the
it so
moment.
much. I
give it a
will
minute.
kill for that game. Can I mention the worst games I've ever played this year that I played this year?
No, because I'm still not done.
Oh yeah, you have your number one. Do your number one, and then I want to mention my worst.
Emily has number one. Emily still has to mention her video game. I forgot about her.
For the third year in a row, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
Oh.
When I started this, I specifically said I wasn't picking Dreamlight Valley because it didn't come out this year.
Thank you for the Lord Zen. I only mentioned. I think only 2 of my games came out this year. So.
When I thought about games that I played this year that I had the most fun with, that I think I dedicated the most time to, I actually picked 2 for number 1, so I cheated a little.
Okay.
I have to give it to Repo and Peak. Because not only were they such just genuinely fun games, they were games that I could sit down and play with my friends that cost about $5 to $10. That are just an absolute joy, hour by hour by hour by hour by hour. And they really didn't get awarded for much of anything this year. And I think that's crap because I think they are giving friend groups an amazing chance to spend this time together. And like our friend group has spent more time together playing this game, these 2 games, than doing anything. And the amount of times that I have laughed and just had the time of my life with these games this year. And so, you know, when it comes to, like, what my game of the year was, it's going to be the game I had the most fun playing. And, not to be sentimental, but playing Repo with you and playing Peak with you and our friends was some of the highlights of my year. And so I got to give it to Peak and Repo for creating those moments and creating these great fun games that are easily accessible and easily run and do wonderful things for friends. Or destroy friend groups. If you have terrible friends who do things like shove carts in holes and whatnot.
I will even go as far to say this. Because I just now realizing I didn't put them on my games playlist. They're there now because you mentioned them. I am going because I just look at what's in front of me and go with that. I'm going to move Dredge to honorable mentions from number 5. Move Final Fantasy 16 to 5. Move Split Fiction to 4, and then keep Peak and Repo at 3. I think you're right. You're 100% right because there's not been a day. Every time I have streamed, this is not like the 2020 Blake, like who wanted to stream like Zelda and stuff and everything. I just want to stream to play Peak and Repo with my friends. That's the only reason I ever want to stream anymore.
And you just like gotta give the credit because it's such a small team of developers and they're not asking for a lot of money or a lot of effort. They're just and they're continuing to put out updates and changes, especially like the Peak developers who are so consistently talking with the people who are playing their games and taking their feedback into consideration and making those constant updates and adding new biomes and adding new content. And so I just, you know what? I think they deserve their awards. They don't get awarded much because they're considered friend slop and they're indie and whatnot, but I think they deserve that win. I think they earned my year. I think I put the most time into those games besides Dreamlight Valley. I think they got the most time out of me and the most fun out of me. The most genuine, I'm having the time of my life fun. The amount of laughable moments.
I mean, if you want to see clips of it, just go to my personal TikTok, and I posted a bunch of clips. There are some things I wish I could have clipped and I never did, like Maddox pushing Emily in the cart down into a pit. I wish I would have gotten clipped, and I never did.
There's a lot of them where I'm like, there's so many moments in that game where you're just like authentically like hiding or doing something or just like walking and out of the corner of your eye you see someone run and scream and then they blow up into a million pieces and you're like, oh, what's that? Or like, I'm in danger. Or like you're hiding from the huntsman and somebody like laughs and then they get shot in front of you.
Jeremy laughs.
It's just such a funny, wow, the thunder is really wild here. It's just such a funny game, and I'm really appreciative to both Peak and Repo for the times they let me have with my friends this year or last year. And honestly, I even played Peak by myself from time to time, and that was an incredibly relaxing
From time
experience.
to time, she would text me like, I made it to the Peak by myself like multiple days in a row.
I did. I would play it for like an hour and just like because I have 2 monitors, I would have like a YouTube video on one monitor and on the other I would just be climbing in Peak. It was so relaxing for me.
I actually my favorite clip and my favorite Repo moment is you and I are in the other room, like pushing the cart towards a room, and we walk into like the hallway that leads to the room, and we see at the cross section of that hallway in another one, Jeremy just says, "I thought it was a gnome. It was a gnome. Save me!" And the duck is chasing him because we had no context as to what was happening.
But that's like what makes it so good. It's just like you'll be away from people and then you'll just hear something in the distance or you'll see something out of the corner of your eye. And it's so good every single time. There was one time, what was it, where you were like singing and I hit you with something, or like one time where Maddox came back to life and he was like, I swear if I die again, and I picked up the money bag and I didn't even mean to, but I just accidentally tapped him with it and he just exploded as he was in the middle of complaining about being dead, and it was so good.
Yeah, the similar moment, and you were there, where you brought me and Maddox back to life, and he starts talking immediately, and then the huntsman turns and shoots me, and he's like, I can't help but think that was my fault.
See, that's what I mean. Just like I can think of so many good laughable moments and great times that I had playing Peak and Repo with our friends. Yeah. And so it has to be number 1 for me because as much as I loved every other game, I will prefer playing those games with you guys day in and day out. So yeah, we should go to games coming out this year because we're really running behind on time.
I will let you go first because I'm re-looking through this list just to make sure I have everything.
I'm just looking. I mean, I just have our list up of games that are coming out this year. Obviously, friends, we have an Animal Crossing New Horizons update coming out next week, January 15th, which is crazy. Blake and I actually did an episode talking about maybe what are some of the motivations behind Nintendo doing this. What does this mean for the next Animal Crossing game? So you can check that out. That's in our YouTube and should be on Spotify. But I will be playing, I don't know if Blake's planning on playing the update and testing it out, but I will be playing the update next week, and we'll be doing our next podcast episode on how good the update is and what kind of content's in the update, and is there any kind of hint of a new Animal Crossing game. So that will be next week. And then, obviously for me, you guys know me, next month is Resident Evil Requiem. I'm very, very, very excited about that. That is probably my most anticipated game of 2026, which is kind of crazy because it comes out in like a month. Very early on in 2026 for it to be my most anticipated, but it is. I cannot wait to see what they do with that game. Other than that, it's still pretty early. I'm not someone who's jumping aboard the GTA 6 train.
No.
Obviously, that one most anticipated title of 2026 at the Game Awards, and so I think a lot of people are very excited for that. But I'm excited to see Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. I'm excited for actually excited for this, but it's also driving me insane. The Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake that everybody in the world knows is happening and is the worst kept secret in the games industry in the last like decade, and it's even has like a suspected release date of March 23rd, and Ubisoft has still not confirmed it. It has a title that has been registered. It has, I mean, it's got a rating. It has everything. It's confirmed. It's just not confirmed, and that makes me really angry because I want them to tell me when it's coming out so I can plan my schedule accordingly. But I'm very, very excited for that one because you all know I'm a huge Assassin's Creed fan, and I've actually never played Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I know everyone says it's one of the best ones. It's phenomenal. After playing Assassin's Creed 3, I had a really bad taste about ships in my mouth, and so I skipped 4 because I didn't want to be on the ship. So whenever that comes out, I will be playing that and hopefully platinuming it and adding it to my Assassin's Creed collection. So I think those are my big ones. I would say Resident Evil, Assassin's Creed, Yoshi, and any potential Animal Crossing news that might come our way.
I have only 3.
Wait,
right
one
now.
more. I have one more. 007 First Light.
I was going to call you out because that's on my list. I was going to call you out for it. So you got it.
Yeah, I almost forgot about it. And it's hard to say this is my most anticipated. I just am a huge fan of the 007 games that existed on the N64. My dad used to actually play the one on the N64. Me and my siblings used to play the N64 ones. We had such a phenomenal time on those. And so it's very nostalgic for me that there's another 007 game coming out. So I'm going to be playing that. I don't think it's going to be anything like the ones on the
Oh,
N64.
no, it's not going to be like GoldenEye. This is going to be like a first player, single player adventure. So yeah, 007 Second Light. First Light is my...
Your
God.
second life is 007. Feel welcome. Like, build a house. Go. It's actually a giant MMO where everyone is 007.
It's going to be an Animal Crossing style 007 game where you're building houses and shit as James Bond. 007 First Light looks interesting. It makes me remember that I still haven't played the new Indiana Jones game, but that's besides the point.
We should do that at some point. It's been given really pretty good reviews.
I know. We need to. Though Troy Baker's kind of on my shit list right now, but when is he not?
Yeah, Troy Baker, he's not doing great at the moment.
No.
But
anywho.
There's a lot that's coming out in 2026. I mean, we're barely into the year, and we already know there's some pretty big titles. Honestly, the only thing that's really holding me back is seeing what Nintendo's going to offer from this year.
You didn't let me finish, girly.
What do you think? Do you think we're going to get a 3D Mario at some point? Do you think we're going to get an Animal Crossing? We really just have... I mean, we obviously have, like I said, have Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. We have Fire Emblem and Tamagotchi Life, but...
She didn't even listen to me when I said she didn't let me finish. She just kept going.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Wow, that was like, that's the only game you're excited for. Moving on.
No, I was just commenting. I knew you weren't done. I wasn't telling you to not be excited for other games.
Okay. For Nintendo, I'm actually going to talk about Nintendo. I'm going to answer your question though first because I think this is an important thing. I think Nintendo this year is going to do one of two things. They're either going to release another mini Zelda game. That'd
be crazy.
It'd be weird. I think that's lower tier of what they're going to do. Or and probably most likely they're going to release another 3D Mario because now it's time. We haven't had a 3D Mario since Odyssey, Super Mario Odyssey in 2018, 17. Jesus Christ, it's been almost 10 years. 17. Yeah, it's been a long time. That being said, there's a chance we don't get that new 3D Mario game because they just finished, that team who worked on Mario Odyssey just finished Donkey Kong and just released Donkey Kong.
Do you not consider Mario Wonder a 3D Mario?
No, it's a 2D side scroller.
Okay.
Yes, the sprites are in 3D, but it's considered a 2D game because you're going left to right, and that's it. It's a yeah. But yeah, Nintendo, we are getting a new Pokemon game announcements. I think they're slated to release at the end of the
Oh,
year.
who cares about Pokemon? Those things are a dime a
Oh,
dozen.
I know. This is the first time I'm not pre-ordering. I think I've already told you this is the first time I'm not pre-ordering, and I'm waiting. I'm just gonna sit and I'm gonna wait my happy ass on a answer. Unless I get a free Nintendo. If you send me a review code, I'll do it. I'll fucking do it.
The way you bashed, what was it, ZA?
ZA, which I said this could have been good if you guys got off your lazy asses and paid money for
Yeah, I don't think Nintendo's gonna give you a game code after the. I think Nintendo's a lot like Disney in like the sense that like the moment you criticize one thing, you're done. You're off any potential list for the rest of your life. Like I expect nothing from Nintendo the way I've like dumped on them the last year.
Hey, Nintendo, I'll review it. I'll be honest though. Like if you give me a review code, I'll be honest. They don't want me to.
This review. They have no interest in your honest review.
I don't even think it's Nintendo who'd be mad. I think it's the Pokemon Company who is gonna, yeah.
Both. I think they would both be furious. I think they both are not going to give you anything because they don't want an honest review from you. I think they want you to tell them that their game is great and you love their little Pokemon.
True.
Wait,
true.
are you gonna play that Pokemon Animal Crossing?
I'm waiting for reviews on that one. Pokopia. It's enticing. I'm not expecting graphical like excellence, but I want to wait for reviews and like how it's supposed to play before I even get it. It's maybe. I'm not like, oh my god, I have to have it, but if it reviews well, I might do it. The second thing, and because we're talking Nintendo, Yoshi and the Mysterious Book is interesting. Though I will be honest, Woolly World and Crafted World were incredibly disappointing. So my hopes are up here, but my expectations are down here. So
We could just hope every single day.
yeah, because both those Yoshi games were not great.
Nothing will ever beat Yoshi's story from the N64,
No.
you know?
Nothing will. Yoshi's Island on the SNES is also just a gem of a game, a 10 out of 10 game. But I digress. My final thing, and I've talked about this in length, and I think this is the first Capcom game I've ever been like super excited for, and that's Pragmata. Pragmata looks awesome. I don't know what it is that's drawing me in. There's something about it. And what's weird, it's the same artist who did Resident Evil. Like I can tell from that little girl's face that is a Resident Evil ass face.
It's funny though that you say that to me because every time I see a like trailer for it, it makes me think of The Last of Us in the sense of like an older jaded guy like carrying around a small little child.
Yeah.
And I guess to play that game.
Yeah. I need to actually play that game. But this game, I don't know. The demo's out, but for some reason I haven't downloaded the demo. I'm like, I'll just wait for the game to come out.
Evil child.
Huh?
She really is just like a Resident Evil girl.
Like I knew it was Capcom when they first showed the trailer without showing Capcom because like that is their art style.
Not even the face for me. I mean, like the face is a very Resident Evil face. It's the hair.
Yeah.
They have this very specific way of animating hair that always stands out to me as Capcom.
It's a space exploration adventure game. It's a
babysitting space game.
It's a what?
It's a babysitting game in space.
Yeah, and I already know.
It's on sale.
Oh man! Oh, this is because it's through like CD keys or something. I pre-ordered it for like. Oh yeah, it's not. It's also not a $70 game. It's a $60 game. So like.
Hey, I appreciate any game that's not $70.
So I have this fully pre-ordered. I'm gonna play the hell out of this. I know this is gonna be one of those games that like, hey, on the surface, this is what we're saying it is, and then they're gonna hit you with some big twist. And so I'm looking forward for that twist. I'm looking forward to be shocked and appalled and happy and sad all at once. I know this game is going to break me, and I'm ready for it. So that is my my most anticipated game.
If that's what you want.
Say again?
You should try playing The Last of Us if that's what you want. To have a small child that you have to take care of and the story breaks you, it makes you sad.
But I don't like zombies.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. I mean, like, I guess that's not a great game to play if you don't like zombies. I'm not really a zombie person either. I just love the story so much.
I want to quickly.
And it's not sneaking, and I love sneaking.
While we have, can I give 2 minutes just to talk about the worst games I've played this year because they were bad and real stinkers?
Yes, you get 2 minutes for that.
And then Emily's got to go and sleep.
Yeah, it's late.
Bad games I played this year. Last Rebellion. Weirdest, shortest, no freaking level scaling. It makes zero sense. It was a very bad game for PS3. I hated every minute of it. I got the platinum of it for it in 9 hours. That's a game I did in 9
got
hours.
the platinum, but I hated it.
Because it was so fast. The first Blue Reflection game. The game itself was fine. So much fan service, though, about high school girls that made me incredibly uncomfortable. The upside, the only reason I finished this game is because the second game got rid of all that and they made an actually spectacular game. Blue Reflection Second Light was should have been an honorable mention. It was a great game. First game, though, trash, ugly. This one's going to shock Emily. Persona 5 Tactica. That game was awful. The story was just a repeat of Royal's extra stuff, and the gameplay was uninspired and boring, and I hated it. And why did you do this? Do better. Do better.
Do better. Do better. Do Persona 6, please.
Yeah, that's do Persona... Or give me my Persona 4 remake, I guess. Like, come on. I'm also... This is not 100% true, but I'm going to say it anyways. Mario Kart World disappointed me. It's not one of the worst games I've ever played, but it disappointed me. I wanted more. Mario Kart list? I'm not going to say it's the worst game I've ever played. I'm not going to say it's a bad game. It's not a bad game.
But it got on the list.
It disappointed me so much that with Mario Kart 8, I wanted to replay it nonstop for a long time and play with my friends. This one, I'm like, it's fine. It's there if I want to play it, but I don't have anchoring to play it. So... That's it. Those are the ones I want to go over.
Lost Soul Side?
Huh? Oh, yeah, Lost Soul Side. I wasn't going to mention it because I didn't finish it.
I was waiting for it.
I got like 5 hours in and I'm like, I text Emily this whole... I don't text books or rants unless like I'm really serious about something. This was the first time I'm like, Emily, I can't continue playing this. This is so bad. And I gave every reason for like a book like...
And they were all really...
I traded that in like 3 days after I got it. I've already finished one game on my backlog for 2026, but we'll talk about it next week because I'm going to finish its sequel probably next week as well. So,
I don't think I played a bad game this year.
Is that true?
I didn't play that. I don't think I played that many games this year, but I played Expedition 33, Assassin's Creed Shadows, Ghost of Yotei, Repo, Peak, Split Fiction. Expedition 33. I think the closest I came to disliking a game was Expedition 33, actually, because of the Act 1 issue that I almost like stopped playing and like got really irritated with the game for a while. So that was the closest I came to disliking a game. Otherwise, I think most of the games I played were pretty great. But I just like you went through a lot of games. I didn't go through that many games, and most of the games I went through were like sequels or games I knew I was gonna like.
You also did a lot of reading more than gaming.
To just let everybody here know, did 102 books last year. So
I can't read. Yeah, I DNF'd 2 games, but no, I'm not putting them on the bad games list because they're not bad games. They just weren't for me. Like I can't say that they're bad games. That was God of War 2018. I know. Get your pitchforks, YouTube. I'm ready. Get your pitchforks and shoot me. And then Medieval, once again, not a bad game by any means. It's a cult classic. It just wasn't for me.
And The Witcher.
The Witcher, I don't count because I only put like 2 to 3 hours into it, and then I realized the difficulty curve. I try to play medium. I need to restart on easy and just completely like take a step back. No, I'm not going to DNF that. I'm going to do it, especially with how much Julie is pushing me to do it. It's going to get done. And Allison wants to watch me play it too, so it will happen.
Well, next week, like I said, we'll be back with Animal Crossing New Horizons update. And potentially by then, I will have beaten Mass Effect 3. And maybe at some point, if you guys are interested, you might get a review on the series from me and Blake.
Yeah, we can actually do a whole review because I just finished them last year.
Because I have a lot of thoughts on them, especially with everyone being like, Mass Effect 2 is the greatest of all Mass Effects. I have opinions. So, you guys let us know. You want to hear Blake and I talk about them? We might do that. I
have one question for you, Emily. How are we going to review the update if the update comes out on podcast day?
I was going to just play... it's not a big update. I was just going to play it... we really only need like an hour or two of gameplay. I was just going to play it before podcast.
I'm going to let you be the reviewer. I don't think I can knock out a whole update in that time. So
It's not a whole, I mean, like, it is a whole update, but a lot of the update is just, like, quality of life improvements that you'll just see by naturally playing. The only big thing that they're adding, I mean, I'm not going to try to host an online game with the 12 people instead of 8 people now. I don't have 12 friends, let alone 12 friends who play Animal Crossing New Horizons and want to be
it's
online.
not 2020 anymore.
No, so I'm not going to review that, but I mean, the pretty much the new thing is just you have a hotel and you can decorate rooms, and that was the thing. I mean, it's pretty much the DLC, but in the main game now. So
And the Zelda and
little.
the Zelda and Splatoon stuff, and yeah. Well,
Yeah, but that might not even appear. Like, I don't even know how you get that content.
Oh.
It might have to be that you have to, like, come across it at some point. So
wasn't there some quality of life update too coming? Like something that you've been asking for?
that's what I mean. There's a lot of it is like, here's some new pieces of furniture, here's some new clothing, and here's some quality of life updates, and then the only like real big content that is coming is the hotel. The quality of life updates are like you can batch craft items, there's more storage, and there's like a service now where something will remove all the flowers on your island for you for free. Or not for free, I think you have to pay for it, but that was a real pain in my butt. So a lot of it is just like quality of life updates that should have been there 5 years ago. Which is why I don't think this will be a big review, because it's really just the hotel aspect that needs to be reviewed, and that's pretty repetitive. If it's like the DLC at all, it's going to be pretty repetitive in that you just design a room and then you get a reward for it.
We'll find something else to talk about if it's not enough content to talk about too.
No.
You know we will. Well, that's going to do it for us, folks. Remember, kids, if you explode fireworks with when you know your neighbors have young children or dogs who are afraid, then you're a bad person.
Where do you come up with these? Like, where do you come up with these very weird things that you want to say at the end of our podcast? Like, what inspires you? Like, it's
okay,
not
that's good.
It was
just New Year's last week.
I guess. I don't really. Okay, I guess because it's cold here, we don't really have anyone around us who lights off fireworks for New Year's.
Oh, this was the loudest year I've ever heard. It was insane. It was insane. Remember, kids, don't listen to me. I'm an idiot. Okay, bye, everyone. All right, goodbye. Have a good night.